Hello and welcome to Train Sim World 2. We're back for our second outing in our crossover series with Transport Fever 2 on the Cathcart Circle. This time we're in the same train as we were in the first video. We're heading back out to Newton via Pollokshields West, and it's the 9:45 2M86 service. Same train, so 3 cars, 63.8 yards long, nearly 109 tons, and it's a class 314. So we'll get going and see how things look. We're going to reopen the doors, set up. Oh no, we can't. We've got to set up our train. Yes, I restarted from the menu. This is the correct service, but I wanted to make sure everything reset in case I messed anything up, which means we need to turn the bagpipes on, the AWS. The lights, we'll set those to headlights. Hopefully the rear ones are set correctly. We can have a look. You'll see that train that was next to us is still there. We're on P4. I wonder where that's going. It's not got a destination yet. There's a lot of people. Goodness me. We've got to wait until 9:46 and 30 seconds. I've still not managed to find the... Oh yes, you still haven't turned these on. Did that last time, didn't I? It should be okay because the brakes are on when the doors are open. Let's put it in the forward this time, shall we? Little bell. Oh yeah, we haven't done the horn. This is not the place to do it, but we're going to do it anyway. There we go. Oh, it echoes. That was fantastic. Alright. It is time to head off. Let's go and explore some more of the Cathcart Circle. I'm looking forward to this. Take the brakes off and get going. And we've got 15 mile an hour up until that gantry where we can accelerate to 20. Let's see how much justice I've done with the other stations on this line. A. What does that mean? Is that the A line? Is that what we're going on? There's another service coming in there. It's quite busy. Mind you, they would have had the Neilston services running here. There's the trains that run the actual circle itself in both directions. And then there's us, the Newton service. So yeah, quite busy. We've also got on our map that we're doing... Oh yeah, let's take a look out here. There's the bridge. It is similar to what with that squealy, isn't it? Can you even hear me over that? That is super squealy. And there's the other bridge down there, the other road bridge. Oh, it's more lanes than that, I will say. Casino. There's a casino. Oh, we're passing the speedy up point. Let's get in here. Start accelerating to 20. Our back end should just be passing. Look at that timing. This, of course, used to be where it terminated, wasn't it? The old Glasgow terminus? Just here? Was that a freight building or was that the old passenger building? I do remember from the comments in the Transport Fever series, someone mentioning that it didn't go across the river. I can't look behind me, obviously. I would like to find these lights. Has anybody found them? Indicator dimmer. Is that it? Hi. There we go. I think they're on now. There's a couple of stations I'm looking forward to visiting on this way. Well, all of them, to be fair. One in particular is Shawlands. Will be facing the right direction. I can't wait to see the big block of flats that they've got that you can see there at Pollokshaws East. No, West. Pollokshaws West. So yeah. Oh, and the football ground. See if that's there. Pollock football ground. Right. Slow down. We are going to be going down quite steep, aren't we? Yes. Have to remember a separate brake to the power handle. I think one day I'm going to treat myself to the rail driver, since there is, I believe, support now in Train Sim World. In Train Sim World 2. Do you know, I can't drive British trains without AWS on. I miss the beeps, bells and buzzers that go off. It makes me feel uncomfortable when you can't hear them. Those little grates next to signals, I'd love to see if we can find some of those for Transport Fever. I keep forgetting to have a look on the workshop. There might be something close enough that we can put next to signals. It really does add to it. And looking at the sides of the track, I need to do a little better, I think, by having what looks like a little bit of dirt, and then the grass starts, and then you get the little embankment. We may struggle a bit in places because we don't have the room. If you can remember, we're running at half scale, so we've got a lot of improvisation to do and squeezing in. Alright, we're heading up to Pollokshields West. I almost said Pollokshaws again. Oh dear. Oh yeah, we can speed up. I'm daydreaming. That's not a good thing to do when you're operating a train, is it? Right, let's cross over. That's the non-electrified line, isn't it, ahead of us, that we just turned off of. And there is no overhead wires. There we go. Yeah. They are working on it, as far as I know. Here's our first stop. I don't know where we stop here. Well, it says 150 yards. That seems like towards the end of the platform. There's the 40-mile-an-hour board. Not until the end of the platform. I'll get that all changed on our map, I think. I'm going to have to sit in here and in Transport Fever at the same time. And just go round a little bit at a time and get the speeds correct. Alright, let's unlock the doors. Are we early? Late? I'm not sure. Let's pop outside, shall we? Oh dear, that's a view. Let's pop outside with this view. And yeah, there we go. I like that bridge that we just came under, the big old bridge.
Please do not leave your luggage unattended.
Oh, I like the announcer.
Luggage left unattended may be removed without warning or destroyed or damaged by the security services.
Oh, that sounds ace. Is that the actual voiceover lady? The information lady? I don't know what you call them. What do you call them? The people that do the voices at the stations. The announcers. There we go. I don't know why I forgot the name of them. Is she the actual voice? Alright, short stop to Maxwell Park. I wonder if they dovetail did the actual park. I mean, you wouldn't really have to do anything either side, would you? Because we're in a cut-in here. You're not going to see it. There we go. So are we... Oh no, we do slow to 35 up here. Okay, more speed changes I wasn't expecting. That's good to know. I mean, we are slowing down anyway. But it does suggest that that turn after Maxwell Park is quite sharp, which works out quite nicely for our map, because it does screech around there a little bit, doesn't it? We'll have to go round, won't we, and do these same routes in Transport Fever. I already feel at home here. Oh, not emergency, we don't need that. Oh, now we're going to have to reset the train. Well, we can open the doors and reset the train. Let's turn this to off. And then I think you have to release this. And then you turn this back on. Reset that. Turn that to forward. Yeah, that should do. Something like that. Thankfully, we're early. Should we take a look? I know, I didn't really need to do that. That looks like Maxwell Park. There it is. Yes, it's in. Lovely stuff. We can't go very high. I can tell it's Maxwell Park because there's that little pond / lake. There we go. Lovely stuff. We're going to be quite late, aren't we? Looking at the time there. Yes, I am dawdling and daydreaming. Right, let's head up to Shawlands and see if we can see those flats in the distance once we get there. They stand out for me. They're pretty iconic, aren't they? And apparently you can see them from miles as well around Glasgow. I would imagine so at night, definitely. They're really tall buildings. Right, so it's just the station that's 35 by the looks of things. We should be climbing, and we are. Love it. Yes, we haven't done much around here, and we've got all these roads to put in. But, yeah. What are they? Little bungalows? I think we've got some bungalow assets as well. That would be cool to put in. Well, there's Shawlands, and there's the blocks of flats. It feels familiar, doesn't it? They're a little more spaced out than ours, but then we are at half scale, of course. Where do we stop here? Ours feels a lot more enclosed than this. Yeah, I probably need to work on that a bit. Although we struggle with the height that we need. I think going forward, we've got to do full-on 1-1 recreations. It'll give us all the room we need to make lovely cab rides and things in Transport Fever 2, rather than having to compromise too much. How late are we? Well, actually, we're doing all right. I thought we were going to be really late, but we're only like 15 seconds out. But yes, there we go. There's well, I mean, it's close to what I've got. I guess our hill. Oh, I've turned the reverser off. I have to turn that back on. I recognise this. Yeah, we've got this going. There's a lot of trash on the floor. Is that how it is? There should be a little... yeah, there it is. A little... There. Oh. Is that how it is? Ours is... ours looks a bit different. It's like a viaduct thing, isn't it? Anyway, what are you doing, man? Pay attention. You've got flustered. Too busy paying attention to the scenery and not driving. Right, let's turn the brakes off. Turn the brakes off, set the brakes off. How late are we? All sorts of late. Pollokshaws East. Oh, it is East. Pollokshaws East. Where's West? Is that down there? Oh, it's down here. The line we just crossed over. Yes, Pollokshaws East. Of course it is. Fuzzy memory. Well, at least they got the flats in. That's really cool. There's one at the top of there's like a hill going up, and then there's another one. That one is a little bit lower down. I'll tell you what, I don't think we've done too bad. Right, don't speed past the station here. I think we should be alright though. There's not much of a gap, is there, between the stations? Anyway. I'm glad we extended it. I changed the scale of this a little bit on our map, because we would not have squeezed everything in if we were truly staying to half the scale. Let's have a look at Shawlands East, not West. There's the flats. Where's the football ground? Does that not exist? Oh, there it is. I can see it. Wonderful. Although they're facing the wrong way, unless that's how they are. and I've got it wrong. Like I say in my recreation series, you don't have to really go to town on the detailing. When you sit in the cab, you're not going to see much at all. But we are going to have bus rides. Oh yes, we want to close the doors. On our map. So I've got to do a little bit more in between. Which is, I guess, fortunate that we are at only half the scale. Because that would be a lot to recreate. I don't know how in depth I'd go at true scale. I guess only where the bus would take us if we were going to have bus rides. That would make sense. Pay attention to your signals, Grand. That's definitely a single... Is it a single yellow? Double yellow? I don't think they have double yellows around here, do they? No. Single yellow. Well, we'll be passing to the side of Cathcart, won't we? We're stopping at Langside at the moment. Or about to. Then is it after Langside we go past Cathcart? I guess that's what the signal's for. As there's a junction there, isn't there? Right. Let's see if we can make this stop. At a relaxed pace. We're like 2 minutes late now. Oh dear. We're sightseeing. We're not actually doing a job, apparently. We should be doing a job, shouldn't we? Well, when we do the Neilston route, we'll try and be efficient, like we're the actual driver of the service. Rather than going to... Oh, that's a view. Rather than going and exploring all the stations. I love looking to see what Dovetail have done out here compared to me. And yeah, you know, I'm happy. I'm happy with what we've done, guys. I really am. This is what I would like in Transport Fever 2. Nicer stations with better platform assets. That would be lovely. I like what we've got, though, considering ours are modular. We should be going over to Kings Park, past Cathcart. Let's see if we can take a look at Cathcart when we go by. When we take a service around the actual circle, we'll obviously get to stop there. That's something we can try and take a little more seriously, see if we can stay on time. Keep to the schedule. We slow to 20 over the junction by the looks of things. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Because when we were coming the other way, we had to slow as well. So bearing that in mind, we don't need to go super fast up to the junction. We are green at least. I would imagine they don't have to slow down much. Or stop at signals here unless something's gone wrong. Bad weather could cause it. There are a few scenarios I wouldn't mind trying out. That I completely forgot to accelerate again. That have bad weather on them and delays. So that you're chasing yellows with trains in front of you. That could be a bit of fun. So we'll try those. I might try the scenarios on live streams, actually. Because some of them are a bit long as well. So that way I have a bit of a chance to chat to you. Oh, there's that bridge. Fantastic. And then it branches straight off into Cathcart. We're going straight ahead. I love how close this platform is to the diamond here. Amazing. Alright, then you speed up to 25. So we've got 20, then 25. Over to the side there. Oh, is where we were. Going that way. Over there. Are we on a bit of a grade? We are. I keep dropping the power handle off. And we come to a grinding halt. Is that the bit that's on the race section? Because there's like a little tunnel under the Cathcart station. And when you come through the tunnel, you can go up to a little residential area, which I would have loved to have done more with. Okay, we're almost back onto the Newton line, heading towards the West Coast Main Line. We're going to have quite a bit of the West Coast Main Line, the Scottish part of it anyway, on our map. Not a great deal, as it goes all the way to London. I love the clanking sounds as you go over the switches. Yeah, that's really steep, isn't it? Or have I got a brake on? Do you know, I've been running with a brake on. Who's been yelling at me? No wonder we've been slowing down. Just ride it with the brake on, Gran, that's fine. You wouldn't get moaned at all when you got back to the depot if you'd been doing that all day. Dear oh dear. How long have I had that brake on notch 1? Step 1, I should say. How late are we? Very. Just pretend that's a thing that's happened. Or not happened. Objective complete. Yeah, the thingies should... the boards, shouldn't they? The PIS board should say... late. Running late. Does it say running late? Expected 10:04. Does that mean we're late? I mean, that would make sense, because we are. I mean, we should just close the doors and go, shouldn't we? We can't, though. They have to... Right, we'll do it now. That should be enough timing. I believe when you're trying to do this on time, you want to close the doors a little before it tells you. Well, this time, let's release the brakes. I bet the train is a little more responsive. You would hope. I want to do this double tunnel now. And for the rest of it, this is where we're heading next. In our next episode of Transport Fever 2. After this video. If this goes out on Saturday. If not, that's where we've just been. If this goes out on Monday. I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to get it out. I like that we get up to 50 down here. That's nice. There's not much distance, is there, between the stations out here? They're very suburban. It sort of reminds me of the stations around London. Oh, I wonder if Urban are going to do the Clockwork Orange that we got in Glasgow. That'll be nice. I mean, we've got the Underground now, don't we? Where are we stopping here? I can't... Oh, there's a 3 board up there. Yes. We need... Once I've run this several times, I'm going to be familiar with it without trying to remember where to stop. I do want to run this a lot. There we go. We've been here before. What's it say? What's the PIS say? Yeah, expected. Oh! Because we were running late. So we're the 10:06. We were expected at 10:08. Yeah, so that works. Oh, I like that. That was the whole experiment we were doing today, guys. It wasn't. She was right in my ear then. Right, let's get going. See if we can pick up a little bit of time anyway. There's not many stops to make up time, is there? Let's do this efficiently. There we go, straight up to notch 3. And then we'll go 4. I think you can go probably 4 earlier than that. Throw everybody back in their seats. Yeah, because we're supposed to be at Burnside 1 minute ago. And we've only just left. Although it is a short distance. But it's going to be saying expected. I don't know how long we sit at Newton if we were going to do the full journey back again and the turnaround. I'd imagine not long. Do any of the West Coast main line, well, trains that run on the West Coast main line stop at Newton as well? I would imagine there's local stoppers, surely, that stop there. But yeah, we're like, what, 2 minutes late? Probably a little longer now. Just making sure the brakes are released. But then I realise we're heading back uphill, aren't we? Don't we head uphill to Newton? There we go. Oh, I like that pedestrian bridge there. Footbridge. Right, generally does it. I mean, we are rushing. I should be handbraking it into here, shouldn't I? No emergency though, because we don't need to be doing that. Close enough. Get that door open. Have a look outside. We're running late, guys, but the passenger information system should be saying so. Yes. I think we're even late. According to that as well. We're late on top of being late. Everything else is on time, of course, because the AI never makes mistakes. Maximum speed, 75 miles an hour. There you go. So I'll take speeds we're never getting up to. I mean, you could, probably. I don't want to, though. I want to try and drive it properly. Yeah, I'll tell you what. For our next video, where we go to Neilston, I'll do my best to keep time. And take it a little more seriously as a driver. Kirk Hill next. We were supposed to be there 30 seconds ago. And there we go. Did we make up a little bit of time there? I mean, at least it's green all the way. It's very sunny. I didn't mess around with the weather, so this is the default weather for us. It's very similar to what Transport Fever 2's only weather is. So I thought it would be ideal to have it like that. I like that the fences are not straight. So I always worry when I'm laying fences in Transport Fever 2 when they kind of wobble up and down over the terrain, but it seems to look authentic when it wobbles over and isn't perfectly flat. Kirk Hill's quite a distance, isn't it? From the previous station. Oh, we go downhill to Newton by the looks of things. It looks like we're on the crest here. And then we head down. Yeah, there we go. Guess we're going to have to start braking early. Wiggling our way down to Kirk Hill. We'll start braking. Is it after this break? I can't. No. Around that corner. Well, 400 yards away. Just look how far away it is. Another yellow coming up. I guess that's because we're heading up to the junction, the Newton junction. It sits on the junction, doesn't it? We finally get stations to do further on that are not island platforms. Like all the stations around the Cathcart Circle seem to be island and heading out this way for quite a while as well. I'm not sure about heading out to Neilston yet. We're going to have to take a look at those. It will be nice to get back to doing stations that are just either side. They're a little easier for us. Alright. We'll start closing the doors with a few seconds to go. There we go. And we'll start releasing the brakes so we can get going as soon as possible. We're still running late. Oh, we've gained a little time as well. We're not as late. still not acceptable, is it? Do these run late? I would imagine there's not much room for error if you're working this line. The trains are pretty close together, aren't they? You'd make a real mess of the network. And you would probably never be driving this line again. Or a train. Especially if you're as terrible as I've been today. Always very relaxing. Too relaxing. Like I need to be really relaxed right now. With how terrible I am on timekeeping. That sound. I'm just going to stick my feet up, I think. Have a little nap. Is there room? Put your feet up on there? Not really. They're not designed for that, are they? Oh, yep, best pay attention to that. And how about your speed, Grand? Pay attention to that too. Little shunt signal. Oh, we're crossing over, yes. I did ask about that in the first video. I was wondering whether we'd cross over into the other platform there. P1, yes. There we go. Oh, are we going a bit quick? That's a nippy little crossover, isn't it? There's no hanging around there. We've got to slow down to 40, surely. Oh, 5? 5 mile an hour? Wait, what? That can't be right. 5 mile an hour? Why is that a thing? Is that because the rest of the route isn't done past Newton, probably? Because I don't think it's 5 miles an hour. Not even as a crossover. Bagpipes to finish. So how late are we? 2.5 minutes. And we're still not stopped. Just stop there. There we go. 2.5 minutes late. I'll take it. Well, we've got to take it, haven't we? Because that's what happened. And we're back. We're back where we started. So we went from Newton to Glasgow Central, and then in this video back out, which was sloppy. I will say I'll do better. Must do better is what it says at the bottom of my time card. Has potential. Yeah, when we head out to... Oh, this is Newton, yeah. When we head out to Neilston, I'll be doing my best at being a professional train driver rather than lazy bones that I was today and admiring all the scenery. I'll be interested to see what the score is here. We got an achievement for being terrible. That's alright. And a gold medal. Why not? I mean, I'm just going to say that there's a bit of leniency there with the gold medals. That was not a gold performance, was it? No. I wouldn't even have given me bronze. But it would seem that Dovetail are being generous with their medals, and I'll take it. Right, guys. Professional drive coming up in our next video where we head out to Neilston. No, actually, we'll be heading from Neilston into Glasgow, and then we'll do the heading out back to Neilston in the video after that. And that should cover every station, all the stations. I guess the only thing we'd have left to do then is a depot run and the complete circle. So, yes, I enjoyed that, and I'm happy with my recreation still. And we haven't done any of the other stations, so I am happy with our recreation. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.